Good day to you, my fellow endless skeletons. I'm Kenetor, and welcome back for another Starbase progress report. We're on week 37 of 2020, and if you're new here, I bring you the latest news and updates of everything Starbase every Monday. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out on a video. Now let's get to it. This week I've got you a Joel quote of the week. Joel is of course the other head and co-founder at Frozenbyte, and we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the Starbase Early Access release date. I've seen many people ask about this and even more say it's not coming till mid-2021, or even later, which personally I think is a bit mad. Despite thinking that we should have probably had it already, Joel explains they have tried to be as open as they can with us, and at the start of the year they thought it would have been a May or June release. It's hard to give an exact date due to not knowing the exact time certain features take to complete. And to note, has also been made more difficult by the global pandemic as well. They have a set list of features they want in for early access, and we're going to see a lot of these pop up over the next few months. It seems as soon as they know if it needs to be delayed to next year, then they will let us know at that point. Personally, I've rarely seen them hide anything from us, the community. All the devs openly answer most questions on the Discord as well as they can. And I have no reason not to believe them when they say 2020 is still the main target, and they think they can still make it. I understand we've waited a long time for this, but remember games only get one shot at a first impression, and Starbase can't afford to blow it if we want a thriving game to play in. I shouldn't have to remind you how long it took No Man's Sky to get turned around into somewhat of a good game, and even then it's still affected by its disastrous launch. Now onto the progress report. The main design features worked on last week were the following weapons have been retuned: the anti-gel rifle, battle rifle, gauze rifle, laser rifle, revolver, pistol and shotgun. Weapon damages have been updated across the board. First version of the repair job has been completed. Ore collector and mining laser power consumption configurations have been fixed, more on that a bit later. First sets of material set configurations have been added for the new asteroid belt tech. Damage and armor system math for upcoming updates has been worked on. Economy design for auction house, cargo crates and radiation are in the works. Blueprint projector design iteration has been worked on. Blueprint chip design is in the works, intended to store blueprints in a physically transportable medium. Design for small self-contained 3D printer device is underway, and design for the explosive drill is also underway. In station design this week, beam structure of a few grid slots have been made identical with other grid slots. Placeholder grid slots with faulty beam structure have been replaced with empty ones. Empire and Kingdom outpost grid slots have been updated due to legacy asset removals, and refuel grid slot has been made and LODs are in progress. For spaceship design, we have overlapping levers have been fixed in the following pre-made ships: Surf, Ocelot, Urchin, Nautilus Cargo, Romulus, Mason, Hedron and Kodiak. Outdated YOLO chip slot boxes have been replaced with pre-made ships: Nautilus Cargo, Pioneer, Ocelot, Ithaca 1, Ithaca 4, Romulus, Surf, Mason, Hedron, Peon and Kodiak. And for the Urchin, frame bolting, welding in the ship has been updated as recent change from bolted frame to welded had caused the movable chair to not being able to move anymore, as the moving structure was welded to the main frame. But this chair can now be moved again. Now onto the gameplay updates. Issues where fragmented objects produce overlaps where intact objects do not has been fixed. Unconnected FCUs affecting torque dead zones have been fixed. The temporary implementation of all cargo crate masses not correctly applying material densities have been fixed. Detecting thrusters as functional for FCUs when missing a required attachment such as box thruster internals has been fixed. Auction house is under development and station building is also under development. Our UI updates are: work on ship info page continues. Changes have been made to how the info is categorized and displayed. Large backpack weapon slot has been fixed. Material calculation tooltip has been finished. A fix for a bug where rewards were not received after a host change in the demolition job has been worked on. Repair job is being worked on as well, and the new tutorial system is under development. Starship creator updates this week are: another fix has been made to the MUUS getting stuck in an infinite overlap test loop, and ship LODs and spawning between editor and in-game was adjusted. This week's animation changes are: work on remote explosive animations continues, work on explosive drill related animations has been started, new mocapped pickaxe hacking animations are ready and in the game, both axe and hammer, and carry and relax animations now work while flying. Station art updates this week include: ore storage towers hologram LODs have been updated to use universal model and texture map. Legacy assets have been removed and replaced with proper ones in large and wide hallway modules, and Kingdom and Empire halls updated with their lot designer variants. In weapon art, we have explosive drill tool-based paint job masks have been made, and mounted railgun visual effects for shooting and projectiles have been updated. And other updates this week are issue where cabling and piping didn't start from the aim sphere when the sphere had snapped into socket has been fixed. Cabling piping devices with deep sockets should now be easier. The battalion armor set based paint job masks have been made. Tweaks and tests have been done in relation to the new asteroid belt. Inventory icons for assets in the control devices category have been finished. Inventory icons have been created for the generator fuel chamber, coolant recharge rack, and small fuel rod rack. And inventory icons for all other plate and window assets have been finished. Our featured video this week is from community member Miradine, showing off a wild setup with the new mining laser. This thing was made big enough to be carried around a ship, which in itself looks amazing. To top it off, the added lights make it look like a Stargate. The sheer number of lasers on this thing is extreme, but sadly not intended by the devs. Which brings me to two bonus quotes from the devs. First is from Lowry confirming lasers should come under the weapon limit, which right now are limited to 30. And then one from Axeli saying the real power requirements for the lasers and collectors should be 1000 energy per second. That's an entire generator output each. So while nice to see, this ship will sadly no longer work once we get the next patch. But at least we can enjoy it here in this video forever. And of course the original, which is as always linked below. And that wraps up this week's update. Don't forget, if you do get into closed alpha, be sure to send any funny or awesome clips and recordings my way for a chance to be featured on the channel. Feel free to contact me via Discord or come jump on my Discord server, which is also home to my faction, the K-Bots, should you be looking for one to join. As always, please smash that like button, share this video with your friends and faction, leave a comment with any questions you want answers to, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor, out.